For today's video, I'm going to be sharing some updates regarding the rooftop garden as of March 2026. I'm also gonna be sharing some updates regarding the hydroponic setup that I featured last video. So here is the hydroponic setup as of March 9, 2026. Apologies if my voice is not that clear since I'm still recovering from sore throat. So anyways, as you can see, some plants did grew well. Actually, all of the seeds that I sowed sprouted. However, since there's not much sun in here, some of them turned leggy like this, and well, they started to wilt and or bolt. So I have to pull them out to prevent mold from growing, and from time to time I would refill the water reservoir because of evaporation. As you can see, the water quality is starting to be bad, like starting to be brownish. So yeah, I might need to change the water and also start applying the fertilizers that came with this kit. By the way, these are lettuce seeds. I think they're called Lolo Bionda from the seedling packet, which actually also came from this kit. This is by far the healthiest one in this batch. I might need to place this where there is more sun, so I'll see about that. This is the edamame seedlings. So out of the 5 seeds that I sowed, only one of them actually germinated, and well, I didn't expect that they would vine, so it's like that for a couple of weeks now. And yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've started to grow vegetables once again in this rooftop garden after the fungal outbreak. So I have here some lettuce. This is another variety. I forgot, I think this is Eton. This is another one that started bolting. The weather here is starting to be warm. And this is an ampalaya seedling, or a bitter gourd seedling that well, my math teacher gave to me. So yeah, I sprouted them out of curiosity, and I might need to like build the trellis out of the cotton strings so that I could control the growth of the vine. Here is the dragon fruit. From time to time I am also cutting it back down. See, especially when there's an approaching storm. And back there, that's like the longest surviving pechay that I have. I have that planted, I think, since last year, like October or something. And I've been using that pechay to feed my mealworms for my leopard gecko. I have here an out of place philodendron, and I have basils around this area to act as companion plants so that I won't have to use that much pesticides. So I have them here as a repellent. This one is very old. I tried to cut the flowers off, but as you can see, it's very hard. Yeah, there we go. It's very hard, so just make sure that when you're growing basil, you routinely cut the flowers to prevent them from wilting. I also have a rosemary there, by the way. It's also acting as a protective barrier. This right here is the compost bin. I have this coconut coir, or coconut cocoa moss pot. Since I have been seeing some isopods around, I figured that I might as well give them a little bit of a place to hide in. I might feature this in the next video, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that. And here I have some okra plants. I've also pruned this in half, and they are still producing some fruits, though there's one that I forgot to harvest. I might as well get some seeds from that fruit. Right here I have a cherry tomato. This is the remaining cherry tomato plant that I have. I've sprouted or sowed additional ones right here, but they haven't sprouted yet, along with bell peppers and edamame seeds. So far it had only produced one fruit, and it's this thing, or this dude. I'm just waiting for it to turn red. But yeah, I think the quality of the fruit was affected by the sun. I think there's a proper term for that. And but it's still producing flowers, so there is still hope. In this area of the garden, I've done quite a few changes. If you would remember, I once had a mint plant sitting in this spot. That mint plant died a few years ago, and the pot it was sitting in was deteriorating. So I bought or used a much more sturdier pot this time to plant a new mint plant. It's being sheltered by this pandan plant that I featured in the last video. So you can see it grew 3 pops. And by this Christmas berry plant that I have as an ornamental plant. This right here is a brand new vining plant. My dad bought it out of fun. So this is, if I could pronounce it correctly, I think this is called Luternate. The reason why, it's because this plant produces this purplish, or well, blue nga eh, this bluish flower, that you can put or add as food coloring to your rice. I don't know, that's what some of my relatives do. And that flower turns into these seed pods that you can plant, I think. So yeah, I've been cutting it quite a few times since it's been vining in a lot of places, including this calamansi plant. So those are some of the updates that I have for the rooftop garden as of this month. Apologies once again if I haven't been uploading regularly because of my rough schedule. Well, now that we're in term break, I might start to upload regularly once again. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, consider hitting the like button and sharing this to your friends. And if you want to support and see more gardening videos, consider subscribing. This is Kashal, signing out. Oh, look at this dude. I'm not sure if that's an aphid or a mealybug.